On the ground?
Yeah.
Are you filming?
Yeah.
Good morning, y'all.
Good morning, y'all. Guess what?
We got hitched.
No, we're engaged.
Woo!
Your parents are getting engaged, bitch. So we're getting engaged. We're getting married, not engaged. We are engaged.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna be our engagement story time. We got engaged on August 2nd in Colorado, and it was like the most romantic, perfect engagement that I could have ever imagined.
Surprise of a lifetime.
Completely surprised me. I had zero idea. I was not expecting it at all. Bronson surprised me 100%. He also didn't tell any of our friends, like none of our friends. He only told
Kylie's parents, my parents, and then my brother, who is the jeweler. So literally 5 people. Oh, and then our friends Tyler and Savannah, who
they were in on it. So
they helped me with surprising Kylie.
Yeah.
But other than that, no one knew. So.
Yeah. So getting their reactions and stuff was very exciting for us because none of them knew. So they were all like completely shocked. We'll do the reactions in another video, but they're really good. So
next video.
Yeah, next video. Here she is. She's stunning. Everything I've ever wanted from a ring. Bronson did so good. It's gold and oval. He added a little hidden halo, so that's like the little diamonds under there. It's so freaking good with the ring. Like, he killed it.
Thank you.
Okay, well, you can go back and do your work now if you don't want to be.
That's it?
Yeah.
All right, well, y'all enjoy the story.
You said you didn't want to be in the video.
I'll be in whatever.
Okay.
If you need my input, you know where to find me.
Okay, I love you.
Love you. Love y'all.
Bye.
Peace.
Okay, so here's the story time. You guys, when I say I was surprised, I had no idea, not even an inclination, which I told Bronson. I said, I really want to be surprised when we get engaged. Like, I don't really want to know when it's coming. I'm sneaky, okay? Like, I thought I would be able to figure it out. I really did. I was like, I'll know. So I was going to start like slowly getting outfits to like just randomly wear when we go out or go on trips, so that I had my like engagement outfit. And I was always going to have my nails done. And I hadn't even started doing that, any of that, okay? Because we had just had conversations and I thought it was going to be like the end of this year or like beginning of next year. No, it wasn't. It was literally right after we launched powders and healthies and everything. It was just like blowing my mind. Like, I still look down and I'm like, how did he pull this off? Okay, here's the story time. So a few weeks ago, our friends Tyler and Savannah, Tyler's family is from Colorado. So they always go up to Colorado to visit, and we know that about them. And they texted us and were like, hey, our friends have an Airbnb in Colorado. It's open for a few days. Do you guys want to come stay? And we were like, sure, whatever. Well, at first Bronson was like,
I don't know if we should go. Like, we've been traveling a lot and like we need to save money.
All the while, he knew all of this, okay? So he was just like playing it off, like being like, I don't know if we should go. And I was like, no, we should go. That'd be fun. Like, that'd be so fun. We can go for a quick few days. It'd be so fun. So we like tell them we're gonna go. And as we're driving up there, all the while, Bronson has actually booked this Airbnb. Tyler and Savannah are not even going on the trip at all. I don't know this because he's having them text us in this group message. We fly out to Colorado. We get our rental car and we're like driving up there. And Tyler and Savannah text us in the group message and they're like, we couldn't leave Tyler's parents in time. We're running really late. You guys are gonna get to the Airbnb before us, so just check yourselves in. Here's the code. And so Bronson's texting them on the side, texting them what to say into the group message. And then he goes and deletes all the messages. I'm like thinking nothing of it. I'm like, oh, they just left a little late, like whatever, we'll just get to the Airbnb, check in, whatever. So we get there, we enter the code, we like check it out. It's this cute little house. It's on Lake Granby in Colorado. There's like mountains in the background. The cutest little secluded house area. It's so cute. So when we get there, we get another text from Tyler and Savannah and they're like, hey, we already made reservations in the town at this like nice dinner place for 7:30. Just go ahead and get ready. We'll meet you guys at the restaurant. Again, I like think nothing of it because I'm like, we go to dinners with them all the time. Like, we vacation with them a lot. So like, this is not out of the blue, okay? So I'm like getting ready. Didn't really bring any nice clothes. Like, brought like, what I was wearing was a white t-shirt and jeans. I was like, whatever, I'll just do my hair really quick. I'll do my makeup. So I'm like getting ready. And Bronson has brought the drone because he was like,
let's get some drone shots while we're there. We're gonna go hiking. Like, let's get drone shots. There's a lake, a mountain, like it'll be super cool.
I'm like, yeah, for the vlog, like that'll be so cool. So he's outside flying the drone, getting some shots while I'm getting ready. Finally, I'm ready and I like peek out the sliding back door and I'm like looking up and it's like kind of starting to drizzle a bit. And Bronson's just still standing out there with the drone and the drone's in the air and he's just like flying it. And I'm like, what is he doing? Like, it's raining. Why is he still out there? Like, why has he not come inside? And I'm like, hey, I'm ready. Like, let's go. And he was like, you gotta come out here. This is so cool. Like, he was just like making this, like, he was like, this is amazing. Like, look at this shot, the mountains, the water. I'm like, bro, it's raining. Like, I literally just did my hair, did my bangs, did my makeup, and you're gonna want me to walk out in the rain. And in my head, I was like, bro, what? But I was like, okay, Kylie, you're on vacation. Like, we're still a bit early. It was still like 7, so I still had like 30 minutes before we really had to go. Or no, it was like 6:45, so I still had like a few minutes before we had to go. So I was like, okay, whatever. If I get a little bit wet, I'll just like blow dry my hair. It'll be no big deal. So I started walking out there in the mud in like my heels, and I'm like walking towards him. He's like, I want to get this shot of us walking towards the lake with the drone flying over. And I'm like, okay. And as I'm walking out there, I kid you not, it starts raining. Like really, really raining. It wasn't pouring, but it was like raining pretty hard. And by the time I got there, my hair was like soaking wet. And I started walking towards the lake, and then all of a sudden Bronson's like not holding my hand anymore. And I was like, what? And so I like turn around and he's on one knee. And I was like, is this for real? I was so shocked. I couldn't even like think of anything. I was just like, I literally thought he was like pranking me at first. Like, that's the first thought that went through my head. I was like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? I didn't think it was serious. And he was like holding up the ring, and I was like, oh my god, it's really happening. Like, I have to show you guys this picture. I am literally Kim Kardashian, like ugly crying in this. Obviously I didn't post this one on Instagram, but I was like ugly crying, okay? Because I was just like so shocked. Yeah, that's when he proposed. And then he flew out our friend Maddie Fischelli, and she was like hiding in the bushes in a hoodie, like soaking wet, like taking pictures of us. And it was just like perfect. It just honestly felt like it was out of a storybook, like with the rain, and just like it was so secluded and private and romantic. And I didn't even know, like, have an idea of like what my engagement would be like, but it was just perfect in every single way. He did so good, and yeah, we're just so happy. And then we just spent the rest of the weekend together. We called all of our friends and family after. It was so funny. So like after we got engaged and Maddie left and we just like had time to like soak it in, we were like, what the heck, you just proposed, like what? Then we start calling all of our friends and family, okay? And none of them know, mind you, besides our parents and his brother, his brother works at Corman Fine Jewelry, and he like customized this ring and he did so good. So if you guys are in Austin, 100% go there. They will take care of you. They did amazing. Anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, we're calling our friends and family, and like, mind you, none of them knew. So their reactions are priceless. But like that took us hours to get through because we wouldn't have conversations with people and tell them the story. And like I had to call all my friends from soccer and all my friends here, and just like it was amazing. And all of our family, our other siblings didn't know. It was just crazy and like such a fun time to like call all of them. But by the time we get done, it's 10:15 p.m. and we were like, so we actually never went to those dinner reservations. The dinner reservations didn't even exist, okay? And so we were like, we're starving. We haven't eaten since like 1 p.m. Like we ate lunch and then we like had all of this time and then called everybody, and it was like 10 p.m. We were like, we're starving. So we, on our engagement night, we drove to the grocery store and got chicken nuggets, and that's what we had for dinner that night. Bronson was like, if we told people in the grocery store that we just got engaged, they would not believe us that we were at the grocery store getting chicken nuggets for our engagement dinner. That's just like perfect. That's literally just me and Bronson. So yeah, we're just on cloud 9. I'm like starting wedding planning, which I'm gonna do like a whole vlog series on wedding planning. Let me tell you, it's a lot. Like, it's a lot, you guys. We want to do something like small, intimate, very romantic, but like I'm still deciding where. That's the hardest part, and then like finding the venues and stuff is like very hard. But I'm an engaged woman. I literally can't believe it. When I see my hands moving, I'm like, what? Excuse me? But anyways, that's our engagement story. Let me look if you guys have any questions. I just asked you guys on my Instagram story if you have any like specific questions about the engagement. So I want to kind of answer. Literally, this is easily the most asked question. Did you know / have a hunch? Be honest. Genuinely no. Like Bronson and I had conversations and we were, it's just not time yet. Like we just launched both these companies. Like we put all of our savings, I thought was all of his savings, and like into these companies, and like we're not in a place to get engaged, what I thought. And so we were like, maybe by the end of the year, like once we get powders up and running, and like maybe once the end of the year or the beginning of next year. So I was like, okay, once like October comes around, I'm gonna be like ready. I'm gonna be ready. Little did I know, he literally had the ring for like a month. Did you and Bronson pick out your ring together? It's stunning. Thank you so much. We didn't pick it out together, but we did go ring shopping. So like he knew what style I wanted. He knew I wanted an oval, but I kind of left a few things up to him because I wanted him to like have some say in it, not just be like, this is what I want. So I was like, if you want to do diamonds on the band, you can. If you want to leave it plain, you can also do that. If you want to do hidden halo, if you want no hidden halo, but I just wanted like the simple oval diamond, but he did it himself and it's so perfect. It's literally perfect. I'm obsessed with it. Was Bronson nervous before asking the question? I asked him this and he said he wasn't nervous. He was just like really excited. I mean, we've been together for so long, so we both just like waited for this day. If you guys don't know, if you're new here, we have dated since high school. So we just celebrated our 8-year anniversary in July. So we've been together forever. So we're both just like very excited and like ready for this. But no, he said he wasn't nervous. He said he was just like excited when he first opened the ring and was like getting it all together when I was getting ready. He said that's when he like felt very nervous for a second, but then it just kind of like left him and he was like feeling very excited. But he literally had the ring in his sock because he wears like kind of tight pants, and he said it would have been too obvious with like the big box in his pants. So he literally put like this tiny little box in his sock. I was like, bro, you literally could have lost it. Did Bronson cry? No, Bronson did not cry. I feel like he was just like so excited, like he wasn't gonna cry, but he was being like very sweet in his little like speech to me. I cried a little bit, but honestly, I didn't feel like I was gonna like cry because I was just like in complete and utter shock. Like that's what I need you guys to understand. I literally had no idea this was happening. I wouldn't have worn a white t-shirt and jeans if I knew this was happening, okay? When's the wedding? We have not set a date yet, but I'm thinking sometime between March and like May of next year. We don't want a super long engagement because like we don't really need that. And we're gonna do probably like a destination type of wedding. So we're thinking like 9 months, 10-month engagement. So yeah. What will the vibe be of the wedding? Barn, classy, garden, etc. I love like black tie, romantic, very like sleek, not too modern, but like very romantic, if that makes sense. I have a whole Pinterest board if you want to follow me on Pinterest. I think it's on private right now, but I'll make it public so you guys can kind of see what I'm thinking. But yes, that's kind of the vibe. I don't know for sure yet, obviously, but that's what I'm thinking. Bronson!
Yeah.
Someone asked you a question.
Alright, 1 second.
Okay. What was the purpose of going to Colorado? Just because? Kind of. Just because it was like beautiful and like the scenery was beautiful, even though in the pictures because of the rain you can't see a single mountain or the lake. And Bronson was like, I could have done this anywhere. We didn't have to come to Colorado. But it was beautiful. Like I'm glad we did it there. It was beautiful. Someone asked, was there a moment when you almost blew it or like there was like a slip up or anything?
That's a good question.
I know, I was like, that was a good question.
I don't know, because I was basically just deleting my text and doing everything like for the last couple months. So I think there was definitely times where I opened my phone and there was a text from Maddie on my phone. I was like, ooh. But other than that.
Well, also the ring coming out of the thing, but that's not a moment that almost blew it.
Oh no.
Well, the ring I guess like fell out of the box. You know when they like stick up in the box? I guess it was like falling in the box, so we had to like take it out of the box and was just holding the ring there. That's not a moment that almost blew it.
I'm walking with it in my sock, so every step I guess it jiggled out.
Yeah.
But no, mostly just the text message. I was just worried anytime Kylie was touching my phone, I was like,
what if someone texts
I hope
him?
the text doesn't pop up.
Dude, yeah, that would have been bad. But no, nothing like crazy.
Other than that,
nothing that comes to mind.
I think it's pretty seamless.
Did I drop any hints of what kind of ring that I liked? Dude, I would send him stuff on Instagram all the time. I was like, hey, don't forget, I like this, okay? I like this. I like this.
Yeah, That's funny. Literally like 2 days before we leave for Colorado, Kylie's out of town with Gymshark, and I'm on my phone and a message pops up with pictures of rings, and Kylie's like, pick your favorite one. And then Hunt's looking over my shoulder and he's like, oh brother, he just made some comment like, oh, you're gonna have to get a ring soon. And I was like,
you were like, little do you know.
I was like, oh, I know, man. And then,
okay, this is not a question, but I have to tell you guys, Bronson got the ring when we were together in Austin. We went to the Corman jewelry shop, and I was like looking at other jewelry, and his brother Griffin literally gave him the ring as we were there. I was like, that's so ballsy of you guys.
slipped it in my backpack.
And then for a month, Bronson kept the ring just in his backpack, and he like went and worked at coffee shop with his backpack on, and like that would have stressed me out so bad.
It did. I had my backpack like between my legs, like making sure like no one could steal it.
Yeah, so it's been a crazy past few months.
Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't even think that you were like acting different or anything.
No, I played it pretty cool.
Yeah, you did pretty good
I was,
at like
I
acting
was just
chill.
nervous about having a ring in my backpack
You're
for
nervous,
so
I
long.
was gonna say yes.
Yeah, I was a little scared.
Yeah. Anyways, that is our engagement proposal story time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe because we have so much wedding content, fitness content coming in the next few months. I'm so excited. I love you guys, and I'll see you next video.